Even if you haven't watched the show or seen the memes taking over the internet, chances are you have probably heard of Squid Game. Literally, everyone is talking about the hyper-violent thriller that has become a massive hit ever since it launched on Netflix 5 weeks ago. People tended to think of Korean drama as being all about handsome men and beautiful women falling in love. The romantic genre was how people identified K drama. But there were so many great stories beyond that specific genre. Korean TV series have dominated viewing preferences across large parts of Asia for the last decade. But it has taken a high concept survival drama, Squid Game, to become the first K drama to rate as Netflix's top show in the US. This week on Random Fest, we are unveiling the dark side of Netflix's Korean show, which has taken the world by storm. Hello, amazing viewers, it's me, Femina here. If this is the content you would be interested in, do subscribe and click the bell right away. Squid Game is a binge-worthy 9-episode series that is brutal yet edge of seat watch. Within 2 weeks of its release, the South Korean series unexpectedly became Netflix's most watched program in at least 90 countries, including the US. Squid Game's basic story revolves around 456 heavily debt-ridden people from different age groups and strata of society who participate in 6 rounds of various children's games to win a humongous sum of money organized by mysterious gods in masks and red overalls. The twist? They die if they lose. They come together in an undisclosed camp, unaware that losing even a single game would cost them their life. The show highlights the economic struggles and class divide in South Korea with 8 characters playing major roles. A bloodthirsty survival game where they have the chance to walk away with 45.6 billion Korean won, which is $39 million if they win a series of 6 games. While the genre of the show is hardly new, its striking visuals, relatable characters, and disturbing study of human nature have spoken to audiences all around the world. The games are simple enough. They are childhood games that the players grew up playing. As the games are simple and easy, viewers can give more focus on each character rather than complex game rules. There are 3 simple shapes that the gods wear on face coverings that a 2-year-old could recognize: a square, triangle, and circle. Square is in charge of the triangle and triangle is in charge of the circle. The characters all wear school-like tracksuits. They find themselves in a big gymnasium with murals of kids playing games, and as if in summer camp, they sleep on stacks of bunk beds. Whenever the players go from their gymnasium to the games, they find themselves in a pastel MC Escher-like staircase that looks as if it belonged in a kindergarten. All of this makes for a visually appetizing experience, one of the show's best attributes. The show premiered on Netflix on September 17 and is currently number 1 on the platform in 90 countries. In the US, it's been number 1 since September 21st and is the first Korean series to hold that spot. In its home market of South Korea, Squid Game debuted in 2nd place and reached the top spot a day later. And with Netflix's ever-swelling audience, there is a growing curiosity about its cast and popularity too. One of the leading role, Ho Yeon-jung's Instagram following grew from 400,000 to over 14 million in less than a month. Netflix estimates Squid Game will be worth almost $900 million. More than 132 million people have watched the mega hit show. Squid Game creator reveals he originally wrote the series as a film prior to Netflix ordering its expansion into a series. Squid Game, or Wojinjeon in Korean, is a real kids game in Korea. The reality-style TV show, written and directed by Hwang Dong-hae, is shattering every record and with good reason. Series like Game of Thrones or Dark, which have plots within plots, dozens of different settings and scenarios jam packed into each show, Squid Game keeps a narrow focus on the lives of its characters and its settings to a minimum. That's what makes it so appealing. Audiences living through a pandemic might be relating more easily to characters whose survival is threatened. We have all lost friends and family over the last year, and that, clubbed with anxiety and uncertainty on various levels, does make us feel trapped like the characters in the show. Simplicity and easily relatable characters are two of the elements that Huang believes have helped Squid Game succeed abroad. Do you know how the idea for Squid Game was born? It was actually inspired out of director Huang's own personal experiences and financial struggles. So at one point, he was forced to stop writing the script and sell his laptop for money to pay the bills and make end meet. Even though it seems like Squid Game was an instant success, the truth behind how this show became so popular is really inspiring. Did you know that Squid Game was rejected over and over again for 10 years? In 2009, after finishing the script, things didn't become easier. For a decade, no one was interested in taking up this project. Studios and actors thought the script was too weird and unrealistic. At the time, it seemed unfamiliar, too violent, complicated, and not commercially viable, Huang said during the show's promotions. After facing a red light for 10 years, finally the unique storyline was shown greenlit by Netflix, dubbed into 13 languages and launched into 90 markets. Huang Dong-hyuk is naturally pleased with the show's success, but making Squid Game was a long and stressful process. It took him 6 months to write and rewrite the first 2 episodes. If you haven't yet watched it, go and watch the addictive survival drama now. Because even Amazon Prime Video owner Jeff Bezos tweeted that he can't wait to watch it. And I'm damn sure after complete watching this series, you would be waiting for season 2. And here's what director Huang already told about that. I don't have well developed plans for Squid Game 2. It is quite tiring just thinking about it. But if I were to do it, I would certainly not do it alone. I would consider using a writer's room and would want multiple experienced directors. See you in another video. Bye bye.